And then 22-19 when we tried to turn it back up in the fourth quarter. And to your point, I saw way too many backdoor cuts for layups where guys are just literally asleep.
Right.
Jason Tatum was just like sleepwalking.
Yeah, he was.
And then he had a three the
air ball.
Yeah, and he shot a corner three air ball that just took the life out of Team USA. And it was just, here's the air ball from the corner. And it's just hard to watch because they're not into it. Here we go. Up and...
But Skip, that's not even close.
That missed like 3 feet left.
That's a Giannis shot.
Yep, that was a Giannis shot. By the way, Giannis is another one. Oh, he's Greek. Okay. Okay. So, to me, I still look at our roster, and it's still extremely talented.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, as betting favorites go, they're going to be favored to win every game that they play when they set foot on the floor.
Yep.
So, again, Kevin Durant was pretty good last night. He was 4 of 9 from 3. And
Dame was 6
I thought
of 11.
Dame was really good,
Yeah.
6 of 11 from 3. So they went 10 of 20 from 3, and it wasn't good enough.
Right.
Well, that's pretty shocking to me. Bradley Beal had a bad night. He took 2 threes and missed both of them. And Jason Tatum, again, sleepwalking, went 0 for 6 from 3. Yep. Well, they canceled out KD and Dame.
Right, because Dame, you're right. Damon's KD was 10 of 20, but everybody else was 3 of 16.
Okay, there you go. And you look at Australia, and they got points from everywhere, from everybody, because they're a basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
And Patty Mills went crazy and scored 10 in the fourth quarter. He's capable of doing that.
Oh, he get hot.
For the greatest Spurs dynastic teams, he often was the closer for those teams. And you remember what he did to your team in 2014, shot you right out of the gym in the finals.
But also, Skip, if you think about it, the internationals, they allow you to be a little bit more physical. Well, Skip, let me take that back. A lot more physical.
Yep.
So you can't sell flops.
No.
They're not giving you that. And I think the NBA superstars, these guys are used to getting those calls. Some of the calls that happened last night, that would have been a foul in the NBA. But it's not an international ball.
No.
It's a play on. And they're looking around, and the referee like, what you want from me?
Okay.
We're not calling that.
So, to your point, our team was led last night in rebounding by Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard, of all players, with 4 each. Well, that's not good enough, and that's not going to win gold.
No.
So, again, that's about want to me. That's about desire. That's about effort. That's about heart and guts. And they're not ready to display heart and guts yet because they are treating these games in Las Vegas as they are so named as exhibitions. We've had teams in the past that didn't treat exhibitions this way. If we go back to the 2016 lead-in to the Olympics, look what we did in our exhibition. We went 5-0. We won 5 exhibition games by an average of 41 points a game. Well, we weren't even talking about it because nobody cared, because it was like, next, get on to the real competition. And for once, in a first, we have lost our first 2 exhibition games and lost them both fairly convincingly, where they both got out of hand at the end of the game.
Right.
Well, Nigeria has 5 guys who have played in the NBA.
Yes.
And Mike Brown is a very good basketball coach with NBA pedigree.
I'm surprised he didn't get a call or two like, hey, Mike, are you interested in this job?
Okay, you could be right. Well, there again, those guys are brother-like. Not as much as the Australians are, but brother-like. And they were fighting for God and country.
But if I'm not mistaken, Skip, 3 of them play on the same team. Don't 3 of them play with the Heat? So they're very familiar with each other, and a lot of these guys have been playing international ball. Jason Tatum, this is his first time at the international experience. It's different, Skip. You know, you grow up playing AAU ball. These guys grow up playing for their country. Their AAU is playing for the country team. And
Gabe Vincent, who does play for the Heat, doesn't do a lot for the Heat. He made 6 of 8 threes the other night for Nigeria. If you're going to do that, it's so lethal that it's going to be hard to overcome, and we weren't ready to overcome it.
Yeah, Skip, you make, what, they make 23s? If you bomb 23s in the Olympics, you're probably going to win. Exhibition, it doesn't matter. You bomb 23s, you're more times than not, you're going to win that ball game.
So I still look at our roster. If you have KD and Damian and Bradley Beal and Jason Tatum and Bam, and Zach LaVine and Draymond. I'm getting to be less and less a Draymond fan, but he does all the things that Popovich loves.
Right, Skip.
Look what he did. He had 5 assists, 4 blocks, and a steal. And he scored a grand total of 1.
I look at Draymond in a situation like this. Anything that he gives you offensively is icing. But you want that. You want the rebounds. You want the block shots. You want him, but Skip, because he's mainly the guy that's initiating the offense. And that is the problem. You need a point. They had Magic. They had John Stockton.
Yep.
The Lakers had guys that could, I'm saying the Lakers. And if you look at 08, you look at 2012, they had guys that could get guys easier shots. Everybody, Skip, that you just mentioned is great at what? Getting their own shot. But they're not great at getting anybody else's shots. Now, Damon is the best at it because Damon mainly runs the point. But Bradley Beal, that's not what Bradley Beal does. Russ does that. That's not what KD does. James Harden and Kyrie does that. That's not what Jason Tatum does. That's what Kyrie did before Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart. So you're asking guys to do things that they don't normally do.
Okay. So in the end, the competition is clearly stiffer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And our motivation is clearly less than
it's not like theirs.
Usual, right?
Yeah, here's the thing. Whomever wins the gold, let's just say for the sake of argument, the Americans don't win the gold medal. Argentina, they get in the ticker tape parade. Nigeria, they get in the ticker tape parade. The Aussies, they get in the ticker tape parade. If we win the gold medal, what we getting? You're supposed to. So it's different, Skip. It means different things to them as opposed to us. Because we look at it as we're supposed to. We created the game. How the hell we create the game and then y'all get better at it than us?
Yep. And they just keep getting better.
They keep getting better. Yeah. It's different than 92,
and
Skip.
we kind of stay the same, I would say.
Skip, you remember when we put this thing together in 92? You had a couple. You had Sabonis. You had Marcelonis. You had Drazen Petrovic. Skip, there were only 5 or 6 international guys.
Yep.
Now you got 3 or 4 per team.
Yeah, it wasn't until Argentina had that band of brothers led by Manu.
Yes.
That you saw a team from somewhere else come together and go dominate at an Olympics. That was shocking to me.
Yes. And Skip, the thing about Olympic basketball, guys play longer. I remember the great Oscar Schmidt from Brazil. Hell, he was damn near 50 playing. So these guys have played together. They start playing together at a younger age. They play together longer, so they're more familiar.
Yep.
This is Kevin Durant first time playing with Jason Tatum. This is some of these guys' first time ever setting foot on the court together. So it's different.
And Popovich said that after the game. We're just trying to figure each other out.
Right.
And they just got thrown together. And I'm going to remind everybody, I don't know how this will turn out, but on this team...